Hi, everybody. Welcome to our March newsletter. I know March tends to be the longest month of the year, as some people like to say. So, as we kind of dive into it, I hope everybody's doing well or prepared for what comes these next few weeks. And honestly, before I get into some of the technical stuff, I just want to talk about some sanity reminders, things we talk about just in our own group, but that we'll share with everyone here too. Um, and just to help prepare for our daily grind as we get into this month and beyond. And so, first couple things here, just some sanity stuff, as I like to say. Number one, this is technological, but it's also philosophical in some ways. Turn off your computer sometimes. Huh? Just start there. At the end of every day, it's a good thing to do to just shut down your machine. Yes, there are technical reasons for that. We want you to get all the updates that are needed. There is a good thing about starting your day in the morning, turning on your computer while you're at work to connect to all the different things, the networks and all that. But honestly, just from a philosophical insanity standpoint, there's something therapeutic about shutting your computer off at the end of the day. Just saying, all right, I'm done now. I'm going to go home. I'm going to move on to things outside of work and work on it from there. And then you start fresh the next morning. So, tip number one, turn off your computer. Tip number two, clean up that inbox. I know we've talked before in newsletters just about the idea of a 10 inbox rule that a bunch of us follow in technology. It's a good way to keep your sanity view when you're just looking at your email, and sometimes that increasing number can just get a little crazy. So I'd encourage you to spend some time to do that. There are some ways you can let Google help you do that with some automatic filters to get rid of some old email, or to move some things automatically, um, just to kind of get that number to be something more manageable right away. And so feel free to throw in a ticket or book a training appointment. We can talk through some of that if you like. But just that idea of kind of keeping that intake, that inbox decluttered, can be a good way to keep your sanity. And then the last thing I want to kind of mention here, just as next thing, number three, is this idea of just let tomorrow come, right? So, yes, we want to turn off our computer. Yes, we want to do things like cleaning up our inbox and taking care of what we need to take care of. But just on a simple note, there are a finite number of hours in the day. The workday does have a definition to it, and that's okay. We do our best with the time that we're allotted, and then tomorrow's going to be here as well. And so take advantage of the time that you have during the day, but be okay that we can take care of things tomorrow as well. So I hope that's not too out of bounds for me to say and just put out there for the group. But I hope that's helpful to just think about as we approach March and continue on this school year. So a couple other things that I want to cover, a little bit more from our normal technology method here. And the first is I just, speaking of inbox cleanup, I want you all to make sure you're checking your email regularly, and that when you are getting emails from Haverhill Public Schools Technology, especially the ones about resetting your password, that please do not ignore those. We send regular reminders when it is our time to reset our passwords to our Haverhill accounts. Do not wait until the due date that is referenced in that email to make those changes. And please, please, please follow the instructions that are in that email to reset your password. It's very clear what you need to do. The best thing to do is you can look at this help article that I have in front of us here on our knowledge base about how to do that. You can do it ahead of time, so you don't have to wait till the day of, and prevent yourself from potentially being locked out. The other thing that we always like to note is do this while you're at work in district, because everything works a lot smoother when you reset your password and then restart your device with that new password. And then also the side note, and it is mentioned in the emails that we send out as well, is be sure to not be connected to the Wi-Fi with your personal devices when you're resetting your password. So do the extra step of forgetting the network on your personal device, whether it's a phone or a computer, before you reset your password, again, to prevent any locking out from happening there. So please pay attention to your email. read what it says and take those deadlines seriously. In that, do your task before the deadline. Thank you. I just wanted to remind everybody about a couple things we talked about last newsletter. The first is we referenced a parent app being available to our community. It's free. This is fully live now for our entire community. And what this app allows folks to do with their email address they have on file with the schools, they can sign up for this Custodio app. We have all the information linked in our newsletter, but also on our public schools website under the technology section. And parents can create your account for free. They download the app, and it allows them to get summary snapshots of their students' internet activity, but it also allows them to pause the internet outside of school hours. And so if there's any need to get a little parental on the student devices while at home, parents have the ability to do that with this app, in addition to getting some digital safety information, some visibility into what the students are doing from an internet activity standpoint. And then, that lovely pause internet button should they need to take advantage of that. So like I said, it's free. It just connects with their contact information that's on file with the schools and links to their children that way. The other reminder is device recycling. If you have any old technology sitting in a closet, piled up somewhere in a corner of your classroom, please put in a support ticket so that we can gather that, dispose of it properly, and take care of business that way. Cool. Thank you for your help with that. And then as usual, we got a couple new Google features. They're always adding some new stuff for us to learn about and to expand on our knowledge set. One of the things is with Google Meet, I think a lot of us know that you can go into a Google Meet and record the meeting. That's a great way to not only capture the moment, like if you're collaborating with peers or with families and need to save that for future so other people can share with it, but one of the tricks with Google Meet is that you can go into a meet by yourself, turn on recording, and just like that, you have a video recording you can share out with the families. Added to that feature is that we have the ability to enable captions prior to recording. And if you do that, it can actually, using Google's AI, it can transcribe what you're saying and embed the captions as part of that recording. And you can even choose a specific language for those captions as well. So something that can be a great communication tool. Try it out. Go into Google Meet, hit the record button, choose your captions, see how it goes. And that might be a great way to enhance the communication process that you have. And then the last thing I want to talk about is an extra thing in Google Sheets. They have this feature called Smart Chips that has been available in Google Docs for a while, but they're starting to expand what is possible in the Google Sheets world. This does get a little nerdy. If you never spend a lot of time with spreadsheets, definitely book some time with us. We love spreadsheets in our world. We find a lot of value in them, and they're not as scary as they could be, depending on what you've experienced before. But yeah, definitely hang out with us if that's something you want to get into. But one of the things I think that it makes it a little easier is this concept of smart chips that they're expanding. And simply what it allows you to do is automatically tag extra information into the boxes of a Google spreadsheet and create dynamic links to things. So for example, names, instead of just typing in the name of a person, I can just start typing in the @ symbol and start typing in a person's name. It gives me all of these suggestions, and then I can click on that name, automatically fills it in, but then it also gives me a little smart card of their information and some of the action buttons where I can shoot an email or do a quick Google Meet or that kind of thing with that. The same thing works with dates. If I just need to do @ today, it'll automatically insert today's date, which is great. I can do @ tomorrow, and it'll do that. So it's got some smart aspects to dates in there. We can easily link files in here as well. So if I have a spreadsheet I want to link in there, I can click on that and it brings it in right away. And so I can click on it, get a nice little preview in there, and obviously visit it in there as well. So a great way to link documents and resources within a spreadsheet too. And then again, they've expanded other options too. So they have interactive maps in here. So maybe we're doing something at Haverhill High School as its location. So I have places that I can put in here as well. So a quick dynamic map, quick directions as needed. But it just simply from hitting that at symbol and starting to type something in there, I can feed in a lot of automated information using these smart chips. And like I said, they are available in Google Docs as well. In there. So some fancy stuff, some cool stuff that we can play with and take advantage of within the Google spreadsheet world. All right, and that's what I have for the month of March. Hope everybody's doing well. Continue to reach out to us via support ticket or book a training session as you need to and as is helpful. Again, we do remote and in-person appointments, so whatever suits you in terms of your learning style or what you need, we're available for that. So take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.